G'day everyone and welcome to Dice It Up Gaming. Today I'm going to unbox Platformer. I've not long had this arrived. Now this was on Gamefound, July 2021, and it's based on all your platformer games in the 80s and 90s by memory, and that's something that really appealed to myself and that's why I brought it. So I'm going to unbox. So you got the core game, got the miniatures for the core game, you got the expansion, and here I've just got a couple of extra dice and some premium heart tokens, which I think was a it was a bonus for early backers, I believe. Not 100% sure, can't remember. That was quite a while ago. It's March 2023, so this was well over a year ago. So let's unbox it. I'll start with the core game. Now this one's done by Awaken Realms Lite. So I am excited on this one. I quite like the difference on it, the different gameplay mechanics on it. It's got something that's like a gravity effect to it, so I can bring your characters down. That's the back of the box. We just got the sides. So nothing special on the inside of the box. Okay, that's quite nice. Keeps everything together, I guess. So we got the rule books. Or rule book, singular not plural. So this is a 1 to 4 player game, so I'll be quite interested in see how it plays solo. Well, the artwork on the rule book looks good. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot there on it, because I believe they did say it was an easy, fun game, so it'd be interesting to see how easy it is. You can pick it up. So as you can see, you got the sort of platform part going up there. And it's meant to have a lot of replayability to it as well. It's not a lot, it doesn't have like a quick reference there. It does have a table of contents. It'll be interesting to see how easy that is to follow. Okay, so we got the tokens. This will have some of the standees in there as well. The base game comes with a standee, so you don't need the miniatures to play it. Pops out quite easy. That wasn't too hard. Came out a little bit. Yeah. I'll see what this big one here does. Yeah, that came out alright. That's just I don't know if some of you out there like looking at the cardboard, but essentially your token, or your standee there. I think that might be one of the bosses, I think. Put that over there. this in here. Hopefully it's there's one token. You got more tokens, and on the back, pick it upside. There we are. So they seem to be, they're quite easy to pop out. So I dare say they've arrived to some of you out there that you might have some scattered. Yeah, here we are. Fallen out into your box somewhere. Another one there. They seem to be glued in there pretty well. Now we've got your dice. Open this up. This off to the side. Now I believe, I don't know what that dice is. It's that one. Okay, so we got the enemy die. So that's the enemy die. Is what do you call that? It is engraved in there, so there is a bit. Does have texture to it. That's your enemy die, and these are your action die. They all look like they might be all the same, maybe. Yeah, I think they're all about the same. All look about the same. So these are your action dice. Again, it's all. It is feels like it's engraved in there. Engraved? Embossed? Engraved? That's all those, and these ones are your special dice. How different are they? They've got a blank to it where these ones didn't have one. Let's see if it's missing anything. What we got? Alright, the same, it's just missing an extra boot symbol. So they're exactly the same as the green ones, just a different colour, except they're missing the extra boot. That's your dice. We got your gems. The plastic or acrylic, whichever way you want to put it. Those. Then we've got our standee tokens, where we can put our characters in. Ooh, that's a bit firm in there. I guess you don't have to worry about that falling out. But there we are. One of your hero tokens. Those. That's what we got here. Think of that. So it's a divider. Got a divider. I'll do these. I believe this might be the actual board, like the game board, the game tiles that you actually play on. Pull it out, and the bosses by the looks of it. Throw that over there. Okay, so we've got 2 bosses. They are double-sided. There's the Medusa. And Ikey, is it Ikey? Ikey. They're just cards, nothing fancy about them, not thick, they're thin, they're just cards. They feel alright. These should be all the game boards, I believe. So we got Forest Dungeon, and we should have Void Dungeon. Should be another one in there as well. Here we are. 2 types. I'll show a couple of these. There is a fair few there. They're only single side. I believe how it goes is have to shuffle it that way, I think. Something like that, maybe. Mixed up. There we are. The artwork's good. I'll show a couple of the forest ones, and then I'll get to the void one. So again, nothing much on the back. Sort of like, I mean, very intrigued on the mechanic on it. The artwork looks great, and me to get out there, read the rules, and have a go on this one. I'll show some of the Void Dungeon. Just has a picture on the back. Oh, hang on. A couple of them with interesting. Some of them have that, some of them don't. I wonder if that's like the boss level when you get to the boss. You got a few of those. And you got a few of these ones too. These are your cards. What do we have here? We have be item cards, these ones. Might be. Is there a difference on the back? Or maybe they're item cards. No, they're potion cards. That's... what is that? Boss attacks, I think. What's that? Oh, there. That's your item cards. Pictured by the shield. And this one must be boss as well, I think. Yep. And what's this one? This one is hero cards. Hero cards. Help cards. This might be boss help cards, maybe. These ones. What are these ones? These ones are event cards. Event cards. Enemy cards. And what's the last one? Last one is artifact cards. Alright, so we'll do a few of these. So all on the back is just that symbol there. Now if you don't want to see the cards, then you can always just skip towards the other ones. I will put up what do you call it? Timestamps up there so you can skip ahead. So what was that? That was the artifact cards. This is the potion cards. Again, picture on there. They feel good. They feel real good. They got that linen finish to it, but you know, the rough sort of finish to it. These are, let's say these were item cards. Potion cards, yep. Item cards. I'll go that way for you actually. Be a bit better. Moving sideways. Leaves your head being tilted. What was this one again? This one was hero cards. Alright. These are the type of heroes you got. I believe this is a competitive game. So it's not a co-op. So I'll be intrigued on to see how the solo player, the solo mode works on this one. Event cards, this one I will have up this way. Well, so they look like that on the back. Might as well go with the enemy cards, I think this was. Enemy cards. Love the artwork on them. That cartoony look to it. Fantastic, I love that. That's the enemies. And these are your boss, your type of boss cards. I think this one might be Medusa, I think. Medusa's one. Yeah, turn into stone. Boss card. This one's the other boss card. Which one was that? Ikey. Sure, I'm probably pronouncing that one wrong. And we got the boss reference cards. I believe they're all the same. Yep. That's one for each player. I'll hold it up this way, so it's easier. You can see both sides at once. This one's your hero cards. And they look all the same too. Yep. There we are. So that's a cool game. That's not with the minis. It's in there, all right. I'll work that out later. I can sit over there. These little, look at these ones. These little ones are over and done with. I don't think there'll be much special about it. 2 boxes are the dice, and I believe the other ones, these ones are the heart tokens, but in a obviously the premium style, so it'd be plastic or acrylic, whichever way you want to call it. Might actually be thicker cardboard. I don't know. Don't know until I look into it. Okay, so just extra dice. I believe there was a choice of colour, I think. It threw me out when it rocked up. I had 3 of these sitting there going, I don't even know what I ordered. I had to go back to work out what I ordered. I had to work out what this was. Oh no, same colour. For some reason I thought you could order different colours, but same colour. These ones should be the heart tokens. I have to guess they're going to be smaller than that wood, than the, not the wood, the cardboard one. Oh no, yep, well they are tinier. And yeah, they're just your plastic. Nothing special. They are smaller. Take it out of that. Oh, yeah. Essentially it. I'll throw that in there. I won't need that box. I'll do the minis for the core box. So this is something you don't need. You can play the core box without it. I guess if you like painting minis, then grab it, or even if you like that 3D effect, I guess it gives you that. They slide in there alright. So if you do paint them, I don't think you're going to worry too much about it rubbing off. They just sit in there. You might be alright. I like to paint my minis, although I've got a lot of them, so it'll probably take me centuries to get around doing it. The last thing I want is to put them in there and have them wear off when we put them back in. So, there's one mini. They look alright. They look pretty good. I really like the way how a lot of the minis are coming now, and their base, they're not flat. Actually got a bit of detail on the base itself. Where's that? Yeah, I'll get this out. I can get the names on it. Who was that? Oh, of course, we're not going to get the names on the heroes. Alright. Oh, that was Ike. That was one of the bosses, Ike. He's one of the boss. I'll get the other boss out. This one's Medusa. This can work my other hand actually. The camera keeps focus. Alright. Put there. Again, that's underneath. That's that. Even the snake's got a bit of detail in there. You have a look inside the snake there. Yeah, Mel. Not sure if that's picking that up alright. I like that. There is a bit of detail on that. But if we can get it up, it'll focus. Come on, focus. There we go. See the texture on it? Move slow. It's pretty good. So these are your heroes. I don't know the names on the heroes. Where are they? Yeah, I'll get them out of here. Okay, I'll start with that. I'll start with Avis. Where are you, Avis? Which one would be Avis? That would be this one here. This one is Avis, or Avis. If I'm pronouncing it right, probably not. Most likely I'm not. And not flat, it's hollow underneath. So you held in by a peg there, lots of it. I love it how a lot of companies are getting a bit bold with their designs. It's a different pose. Although it's attached here and just here. Just by the what is that? It's a staff, I believe. It might be a staff. So it's attached by the staff, so I don't know if you can have a look there. She's not touching the base there at all. Let's see if I can find it. Come on. Or he or she, or I think it's a sure, I'm probably going to get in trouble for that. But yeah, I don't think, can't really see her out there, but she's not touching her feet are there and one's over here. I like that pose. That's a good pose. So we got, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. Oh, I'll have a go. Eucall? Even his pose is good. I love it. That's a lot of developers out there that are developing games. Do this. Don't do your basic, they're just standing 2 feet flat. Surely, especially for the cost of the games these days, surely you can put a bit of effort into the designs. That looks good. I love the real board head. There's a little bit of a seam there, and it's easy enough to clean off, but there is a bit just there across his head. I keep forgetting to tidy up the seams on the miniatures that I paint. Like, I'll try to. I don't know if I've got any here. No, there's nothing there. This is I might throw that through. It's a bit off topic. But yeah, that's him. Eucall. So we've got Etorn. Where's Etorn? There he is. These 2 knives. I love it. Love his beard. He's got 3 swords. A 3rd sword. Is that third saw. Wow. Well, I guess you need a backup. Again, I'm loving the bass. Just means I can get a, although in a way, sort of makes me be a bit lazy. I don't have to beef it up. All I gotta do is just add a bit of base paint to it and a bit of highlight and done. So that's E-Torn. What have we got? Misky. She is this one. What's she holding? A teddy bear. Is that? Oh no, it's a little companion, I think. Don't get my hands out of the way of that. Oh, that's better. Maybe my hands are interfering with it. You can see the detail, especially in the hair. Love it. Even the eyes, I think they've even helped you out with the eyes on that. Let's have a look. Yeah, they have too. Sure, have a look on that one. Have a look in the eyes. See how there's a little indent in it? So you just paint that bit black. That's awesome. She's got it as well. I'm not sure if you can have a look, see in the eyes there. That way it'll help help us rookie painters out there to paint those eyeballs pretty well. Angelo. What's she got? Ah, Ninja Stars. I'll get my hand out of the way of that. Again, they're all that. Not much underneath. But anything in there? Oh, okay. So it's showing where you can paint it black, as in the that's why there's no eyeballs there. See how it's all black. So if you have a look under there, I guess it's just helping you out to paint it under there as being a shadow. Although it's a bit lazy, I would have preferred eyeballs there, and just that way I can just do my own shadow under that. But overall, still a pretty good mini. Just that. Disappointing, guys. Disappointing. Unless they're meant to be blindfolded. But, that's him. That's Angelo. Sweetie. Yeah, again, the eyeballs. Saves you just paint between the lines and you've got yourself some eyes, good eyes there. You don't have to worry about, especially me, I get the shaky hands and trying to get a small brush in there to paint the eyeballs. I love it, they look good. Except for the blindfolded one. So that's the minis. I'll set that over here. Get that over there. Now I'll move on to the expansion. Now this one was a stretch goal to the expansion. It wasn't an extra buy, it was just one of those funded stretch goals. See that cutting up the plastic's not going too much into the... I don't know what the QR code is. A lot of them had the QR code there, I'm not too sure what that's for. I didn't scan it. I might scan it later and see what it does, or not worry about it. I'm sure somebody else will scan it. Okay, so I think it's tinier than what the picture was on the Gamefound. I sort of believe it should have been the same size as the other one, but wasn't expecting it to be a small box. I suppose it doesn't need to hold a lot. Although I don't think it had the minis in there. For some reason you don't get the minis for this one. I thought it did come with minis. There's nothing under that. So that's just basically box. Now we've got a small bit of game rules. Very small. I suppose being an expansion you don't need to add much. I wonder if the minis are... Oh, the minis are in here. There you go. Wasn't sure if they would be in here, because I'll get this out and I'll show you. Oh. Have a look on the back there. Nowhere there that mentions there's minis at all. Which is good. For a minute there I thought I wasn't going to get any. Okay, so we got tokens. They come out easy enough. What's that? Seem to be popping off. But they come out pretty loosely. They're not firmly in there. Like I'm not actually popping that out when I'm trying to put the other one in. I'll get all the boring stuff over and done with, do some cards, and then I'll get to the minis there. There should be 2 heroes and 2 bosses, I think. You got 2 extra heroes and 2 extra bosses to go up against. How do I stab this? Without getting into the card. It's only 1 boss. I thought it might have been 2 bosses. Yeah, it must be the other boss there, I think. Yeah. I believe they're your boss levels, yeah. Yeah, so that must be your boss levels. I'll show those off, there's only 2. Only 2 of these ones. Oh, there's nothing there. Right there, so that's your boss level. Got those ones. like I said, it's based on the platformer games, and I like different types of games. And this one had a mechanic, had a gravity mechanic to it. So you can activate the gravity, and if you're not on a platform, or I forget how it works, something to do, and you just fall. So if you're not on one of these platforms, you tend to fall. Or they can knock you off a platform and down you go. I'll keep that out so I know the names of the bosses there. Cthulhu, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right. Do apologise if that's wrong. I always struggle with that one. I struggle with a lot of words, to be honest. Yeah, I'll show a couple of these. So you can see the different platforms, hence the name of the game, I guess. Stairs, obviously you might be able to climb up. I love it. It brings out the child in myself back in the 80s, all the old school games. The ones that never allowed you to save until you died and you have to start again. Lost a lot of money to those games. I don't think I've ever seen them. I don't know if they got any of those those video games stores out there where you go in and you put in your money and play games. I know you got small ones like connected to your cinema centre and that. But I remember there used to be a big one. I used to go to a big one when I was a kid. Lost a lot of money in there, but had a lot of fun too. Oh, hang on. I was going to keep the bosses, so I knew keep that over there. The way it's separate. I can organise that a bit later on. Again, we got potion cards. There must be the boss cards. I forget what they were. Item. Might be item cards. A couple of those. What's that? Oh yeah, that's your hero cards. And these are your enemy cards. And that's your other boss card. Okay. Put that over there. So this is your Cthulhu boss. That's all his cards. So the picture on the back there. Again, they got that linen finish to it. Quite enjoy that finish. Gives it that easy way to shuffle. You know, sort of. I don't know, just something about it. What's the other boss? What's this one? Jotnar. Jotnar? Jotnar? That's these. These are your enemies. I wonder how they work. Oh yeah, they got tokens. Oh yeah, I see. They got the related tokens to it. So you put them on the board, I guess. Now, heroes. Again, there's that. There's only two there, so I might as well just, what am I doing? when you're flipping it around. Here we go. Two heroes. Keep them there. Items, I think this was. I don't know if you can mix them together. That's a different, like it's a different colour to the other one. The other one, I think it was green. I think it's green. Where is it? Yeah, they're sort of greeny back. So you might not be able to mix them. Or probably doesn't really matter if it does. You just know you got one of the ones with the expansion coming up. Yeah, that's the right way. Make sure I didn't put it upside down. And this one's your potions. Again, on the back there, that's what it looks like. The artwork looks good. They look really good on the cards there. But the artwork shouldn't really make the game. The actual gameplay, to me, is what makes the game. So what do we got here? We got the standees, your character tokens. Start with the bosses. So what do we got? We got we'll do Cthulhu. Maybe I should do a comparison. The standee and the mini, I guess. Didn't do it on the other one. Here we are. Again, you've got your detail on the actual base. Obviously where they had to peg it in. But hopefully, I'll get my other hand out of the way and that might stop it from blurring up. See if I can get a bit underneath here for you. Looks good. I'm actually looking forward to painting these ones. Got a bit of again, you got a bit of seam line there, but it's actually not too bad. Easy enough to clean that up. You got a little bit down there. I sort of find that a lot of the times I don't see the seam line until I actually put the primer on it, and then you can see it. Feel that. Not too bad, it's easy enough to clean up that one. The other one's sort of tucked in there somewhere. Where is it? It might be through, might be there, might be just under there, might be sort of in there somewhere. You got another little one running down there. They're not bad. They don't really jump at you. But you will see it if you prime it. That will pop up. But there's nothing. I don't see that as an issue. I don't know if you can stop that from happening. I don't think you can, from the process I've seen on certain other things that get molded, that use a mold in that. So Jotner, I suppose you could pay someone to clean it up for you, but then you're going to end up paying a bit more for your Mini than what you really want to. So you're better off sort of doing it yourself. See, this one I can't really see it, so it might be in a spot where it's hidden, which would be good. It looks like it might be running up there, I think. Coming down maybe. Yeah, it might be that there as well. Yeah, it is, because then there it is there. You know what I mean? Like, they blended that pretty well. So I'm sort of struggling to see that, but they did blend that pretty well. So he's come up good. He actually looks really well. He looks really good. And again, I love the poses. They're not just, you know, they're doing something.
In couples displaced in therapy, participants are asked to believe that they are married to one another. Yes, that's right. So it's foreseeable that two people living as a married couple might engage in marital relations.
That's awesome. Alright, now we got the two. There you go, there we are. And again, they're not firmly in there. So if you do paint them, I can't imagine your paint wearing off from that. Maybe if you sit there and do that 1,000 times like that constantly, maybe, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. I don't think that's going to affect anything. So we got here, we got Ange. So what's she got? She's holding a bow. Where's your arrows? You got no arrow. Fair enough. You have no arrow. Get that hand out of the way. She looks like she's winking. I don't know what's going on now. I think she's winking. One of the eyeballs are... There we go. I think her eyes shut on that side, I think. That looks good. And the lucky last, Olaf. Olaf. Wasn't that a character off of God, what's that? What's that Disney show? Oh, can't think of it now. Olaf. Yeah, it was too. The Snowman. What was that movie? Let it snow, no? Oh, I can't think of it. It'll come to me.
I realize that. And if all the women in the world you just happened to pick my best friend, can't help but wonder if this has something to do with it.
It's Olaf. There we are. So that's it. That's it, people. That is Platformer. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Happy gaming.